Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 6 review. There's a lot of people who fucking hated this episode. I was seeing it on my Facebook feed. People were mad, they were angry. I said, I touted it as this probably being one of the most exciting Walking Dead seasons of all time. And that very well may be. We got introduced to one of the best villains, one of the best characters. Negan wasn't in this episode. Rick wasn't in this episode. Daryl wasn't in this episode. Carol wasn't in this episode. Morgan wasn't in this episode. Ezekiel wasn't in this episode. Gregory wasn't in this episode. No one was in here except for Tara. This was Tara's solo story. And this is pretty much her first solo story. And, just about every single one of the main characters has received a story like this of some sort. I don't think Eugene has gotten one, which would probably be entertaining if he had an episode just dedicated to him. Tara loses her way, falls off a bridge during a walker attack, and ends up in a mysterious place called Oceanside, where it's just women. And we learn that from this mysterious group of women that there's no men among them, and it's because the saviors have killed them all off. They're very protective. Tara tries to encourage them to come back to Alexandria with her so they could join forces. She finds out that it's not that easy. At the end of the episode, she ends up letting go because of one sympathetic younger member of the group that allows her to get away safely. And when she gets back to Alexandria, she finally sees Rosita again. Rosita asks her, does she know any place where she could get weapons? And you see at the beginning of the episode that at Oceanside, they're fucking loaded. They have a massive armory of guns. Everyone is armed to the teeth there. But she promises the girl that helped her get away that she's, not going to reveal their location to anybody. She's standing true to her word. So, at the end of the episode, I could see why some people might be angry. People are probably mostly angry because maybe Tara's not really one of their favorite characters. Tara really hadn't been, the focus. We hadn't seen anything of Tara in 5 episodes. Tara was forgotten. I really don't think anybody really cared about Tara. I don't think she's anyone's favorite character. And plus, at the end of the episode, we find out that she's probably not going to say anything about them ever again because she made a promise. So the fact that the possibility that we'll never hear or see Oceanside again, kind of makes this episode a little bit worthless. Kind of makes you think that, well, maybe it was filler. Maybe they felt that, they've only got a couple of more episodes to go. They've only got 2 episodes left until the mid-season finale. Maybe they're going to just throw some filler in there. And that's pretty much what this was. If we don't hear from Oceanside again, this was pretty much filler. I know you can make the argument, even I can make the argument that Tara hasn't gotten the solo story yet. Tara kind of felt like she was being put on the back burner, you could say that. So maybe they did that as a way of showing, hey guys, Tara's still here. We still like Tara. We still want Tara to be a part of The Walking Dead. And, I'm kind of even surprised that Tara has even survived this long, to be quite honest, and I'm not really too sure she's going to survive, now in this whole, you could say savior outbreak with Negan, is she going to survive? We see that she's got survival skills, but, we don't really have a purpose for her to really stick around. And like I said, they sometimes even forget that she's even there. They don't even, acknowledge her half the time. It's kind of like, oh, Hey guys, we're 60 episodes into the season. We haven't said a peep about Tara, but well, there you go. She's back, and I don't know, maybe that was intended, but after you forget about a character for that long, going back to her, you can kind of see the results. So a lot of people don't care. It's not one of those characters like Rick or Daryl where these characters really mean something to people. Tara, not so much. So, filler episode. This is not the first time The Walking Dead have done this. They've done it plenty of times. Plenty of fucking times. Also, what was a bit disconcerting about this episode is, it's not even like it was a super important episode, as you could tell. It was filler. And they went past the hour mark. They did. And I'm like, okay, there's really, we see her returning to Alexandria and everything, but I was like, you're going past the time for this episode. This episode, really. An episode where we really didn't get a lot out of anything. Nothing happened with the Saviors. We just learned, that the desecration is widespread. I mean, so you could get little things from this episode, but it's not much. It's, nothing astounding at all. So there you go with that. Alright guys, so I'll see ya for episode 7.